MagicGatheringStrat Show. It's me, Brennon, your lovable host. Along with me, as always, are my two co-hosts, Sam, the Vault Boy Hunter. Say hello, Sam.
Hello, everybody.
And Dan, the Fan of History.
Hello, I'm here. Sam is here. Brennan is here. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, we have got the energy of a 35-year-old. That's how powerful today is, y'all. All right. Well, it is episode 46. So do you like EDH? Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later. All right. As we usually do it, we'll talk about Standard Pauper, our weeks in review, and, until further notice, the Pauper Gauntlet.
I think we only have about 3 months left of the Pauper Gauntlet.
Okay, 3 months.
Maybe 2 even. No, 3.
Whoa, 3, okay. That's such a long time. The Gauntlet is an undertaking, Dan.
I think it is. It's only a lot of work in the beginning. We're still in the early mid now. And I wouldn't object to having the Pauper Gauntlet go all year.
Go all year long? Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But then you can do like, if you have 2 decks left at the end, you can do like 2 matches a week.
Wow. Yeah, I guess so.
I don't think any rounds will be shorter than a week.
Okay.
So we could have a prolonged end game.
That'd be interesting. And then it'd kind of come to this.
I think we did that last season.
It went really long.
It went for 5 months and 2 days, perhaps.
Wow. Huh. I didn't even think about it like that. Okay. Well, let's look at Standard Pauper this week. Unfortunately for this PDC, we don't have a lot. I'm afraid it did not happen. So I can't tell you who the winner overview was. I can't tell you how many creatures they had or spells. It looks like it was the Worlds. And I believe if Roberto is there, which I see him, it is moved until Wednesday. So anyway, we will give an update next week. Might have an extra long Standard Pauper week. But let's go ahead and talk about the MPDC. Whoa, look at this. I left S. There it is, Standard Pauper. MPDC. Okay, I have the right one. Yes! It's my weenie. Look at that. Look at it. Look, Roberto came in second. Perfect. Yep. We will go over that deck.
Red nor blue.
What's that?
It's playing neither red nor blue.
I know. What is this monstrosity we see before us?
Why didn't he splash for 4 treasure cruises?
Dan. Oh, Dan. You and the treasure cruise. What are we going to do? Well, let's take a look at his deck. Look at this. When's the last time?
Did not lose a match.
Nope, 5-0. When's the last time you saw Enoch Bondkin in a deck?
I have to look it up.
Yeah.
In all the rounds, he only lost 2 games.
That's astounding.
Yeah, he did amazingly good. He rolled all the way through.
Man, that's some good stuff right there. Look at that. I love this part. Celestial Flare. Right there. Staring at me. That's the anti-whirlwind. Feat of Resistance. Grasp of the Hieromancer. That's like the pacifism-y thing you do.
Creature.
No, it's like get through one creature.
Let's see.
Oh, it's defending creature. Wow, that's pretty okay.
That's the one. Yeah, tapped. It's a tapper. Then you have the pacifisms. Then Lithomancer's Focus. 20 planes. Smite the Monstrous. Gideon's Reproach. More Lithomancer's Focus. And
What is Glaring Aegeus?
Glaring Aegis. That's the one we made fun of in our review. It's an enchant creature for 1 white. It gets say Glaring Aegis enters the battlefield. Tap target creature an opponent controls. Enchanted creature gets +1/+3.
Wow.
Dun dun dun.
I guess that's good against the Izzet deck.
Well, maybe the Spellfist, but I don't know. It's not good against Whirlwind Adept, though. I'll tell you that much. But look at it.
He defeated a prowess deck twice,
Sure did.
but this doesn't look very scary for the prowess deck. As the creature is only tapped on his turn,
Yep, that's true.
you can still battle rage him next turn.
Yep. I'm not sure. Alright, well there it is. A white weenie. I love the monocolored decks. So, yay, white weenie.
Better get used to them
Ah,
when we return to Innistrad.
Oh, I know. That'll be cool. Oh, confirmation from Roberto. It is Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Will be Worlds.
All right.
Dun 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 dun.
So next week, report from the World Championship of Standard Pauper.
Heck yeah!
the Sunday Championship, not the Monday Championship.
It'll be a championship.
Yes.
The
All
Wednesday
right.
Championship.
We're
It'll
the
be
only
Wednesday.
format that gets 2.
Right. It'll be the Sunday championship on Wednesday.
Yes.
That'll be fun. All right, Sam. What was your week like?
Not much. Going on. I've been brewing standard Pauper Commander decks because the Muriki deck that I've been building does not work.
Oh,
It dirtles, but it doesn't do anything. So I'm switching gears, trying to get to a deck that actually does something. Both Roberto and Bava pretty soundly destroyed me in my test matches.
oh, really?
Yeah, so like I don't feel like I was really into either of the games that I've played so far. So that's just making me reevaluate. And then I wanted to play the Monday Standard Pauper today, but I forgot and I missed it. So hopefully next week I will, as it's at 1 o'clock in the
Right.
afternoon.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be nice. Get in there, throw some elbows.
Heck yeah! Smack some heads around.
Yeah, other than that, nothing. I sold the Inquisition of Kozilek from my cube for $20,
Damn.
Nice.
which is pretty nice.
Inquisition of Kozilek is worth more than Thoughtseize. Who could have predicted that, Dan?
Yeah, that's a temporary thing. So sell your Inquisitions of Kozilek immediately.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy that it spiked so high. But as soon as it wasn't reprinted in Zendikar, Return to Zendikar,
Yep.
everyone knew it was going to spike. So
All right.
I'll correct myself. If it's not reprinted before Modern Masters 2017, the correct time to sell it is in exactly 1 year. Because we are close to Modern peak with the Pro Tour,
Right.
and that's it will of course be more expensive in a year if it isn't reprinted.
I don't want to think about that. One of the people I follow on Twitter posted a link from Goldfish that showed like the top 10 most played cards in Modern.
Yeah.
And like most of them, it was Lightning Ball, Inquisition, Remand, like along those lines. And a lot of them, when are they ever going to get reprinted? Like when is Wizards going to reprint Remand?
Modern Masters 2017.
Yeah. So like a year and a half away or something like that. So
Yep.
I just feel like the last Modern Masters, they didn't do a very good job. They were too concerned on the making it draftable aspect when nobody really cares about that. I'm sorry, it shouldn't be the focus of Modern Masters. So,
well, they gotta push that paper, yo.
I know, but like it feels silly for them to take that angle on it because it's going to sell. It's going to sell amazingly well. That's just what it's going to do. So
I'd say that the draft format was a failure too.
It sucked.
Yeah,
it was a lot worse than original Modern Masters.
Oh yeah, it'll never go down as being people's favorites. People will want to draft the original Modern Masters before they want to draft this one.
Inquisition Kozilek is the fourth most played card in Modern.
Wow.
At 22.2% of all decks.
What is Spellskite sitting at?
Spellskite is the fifth most played card, but that will probably drop quite a bit when Splinter Twin leaves.
Yeah, because it's great.
That was a big success in Modern Masters 2015. They reprinted Splinter Twins, so I could speculate and buy a lot of Splinter Twins.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh well. I guess the design sets years out. It's the most played
in Modern, and it's almost barely playable in Pauper.
Dang. All right. Okay, well, Dan, what was your week like? Oh, and did you notice I added Treasure Cruise to your background?
Oh, how sweet. I want to go on that boat.
I missed my background. Could you go back? I want to see.
You missed it.
I'm sorry. I'm multitasking like a crazy person.
Damn it, Sam.
I'm sorry, okay?
There it is.
Ooh, that is an awesome wall of awesomes.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And there's Dan's.
All right.
He's got the foot-on school teacher voice going. And there's Dan's.
Hey, if you only knew how many training sessions I have run in my time.
Roberto says the Splinter Twin is soon heirloom legal.
Oh my god.
Oh god, completely without the lands. Wow, that's crazy.
That will be perfectly fine in heirloom.
Thanks, Watsy.
Heirloom is the budget format where you can only play cheap cards.
Yep.
$1.50 at the highest.
Yeah, so my week then. I have played the Pauper Gauntlet quite a bit.
Yes, you have.
I've actually played almost all of round 4, and then when the Pauper Gauntlet started in November, like a lot of other things got thrown away to the side and neglected. So now I'm trying to catch up with a lot of other things that are not Magic related. I've also updated the Tron deck for the bannings.
Oh yeah, those videos are coming out this week about you talking about your changes.
Exactly, and it's mostly sideboard changes. And I've heard some convincing arguments over the last few days about cutting Emrakul for another Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. And I see people playing 3 Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger, which I can't imagine is correct. But I could see playing a second Ulamog. Because if you have it in hand, maybe even a third, because if you have Ulamog in hand, it's faster to cast than fetching it via a Wugin. You can actually cast it on turn 4 or 5, and then maybe it will be one turn slower to get it via a Wugin. But of course, the first Ulamog should win you the game.
Exiling 2 things is rough.
Yeah, I've also looked at the new cards, and the more I think about it, the less impressed I am. I am now starting to doubt that any Oath of the Gatewatch cards will make it into the deck.
Really?
Yeah, because the deck is already so packed with powerful stuff, and
right.
Well, Kozilek doesn't do anything we want. and he dies to everything.
Yep, that's very true.
Drawing 7 cards is, of course, very nice, but that's actually a lot worse than Ulamog, I think, because Ulamog wins the game, and Kozilek just looks for something else that can win the game. And it's quite likely he will draw 7 Pyroclasts and Spheres and...
Spheres and stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that really isn't a feature you're looking for. I did not think the deck had that big of a problem finding the killer cards that it needed.
No, it doesn't, because it has Iogin.
Right. Which
but,
I hope you
also
invested in those.
The new... I did.
Good.
That was in Modern Masters 2015 as well, so that was good. The thing with Tron is that when you resolve your fat bomb, the game should be over. So anything that relies on happening after the fat bomb resolves, like Kozilek's Return, that you can blow up everything that has 5 toughness or less.
Sure.
If you resolve a giant Eldrazi. But that's only win more. So I'm ready to test one Kozilek's Return, but it is the most expensive card in Oath of the Gatewatch as well.
That's true.
Or one of the most expensive cards.
Well, you don't have to resolve the Eldrazi. You just have to cast it, right?
Yes, but the Eldrazi, they will not be stopped anyway, so...
I see.
Or maybe if you cast the Ceaseless Hunger and his counterspell, but you have still exiled 2 permanents of your opponent. If you have another Eldrazi to fetch, then you should probably be fine anyway. So what I'm looking for in Tron is more cards that help us survive the early game. And a sweeper that costs 3 mana and only does 2 damage, that's a downgrade from Pyroclast for me. It might even be a downgrade from Firespout. So I'm not too impressed by Kozilek's Return. I am looking greedily at Thought-Knot Seer, but what are you carrying for it? So there's an enormous difference in the Tron deck between costing 2 and 3, because 3 is 7 in many cases.
I gotcha.
So you really want your early stuff that saves you to cost 2, or maybe you can imagine a situation where you haven't got Tron, and that's when Oblivion Stone shines, right?
Exactly.
But I'm not impressed by the Oath cards, and I think the new the Charm, Warping Whale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just people are thinking about countering Living End and stuff with it, but. Right. Since when do you sit back with Tron and wait to counter stuff? You want to tap out every turn until you reach the late game where you're just spending your mana fetching Eldrazi. So right. I'm not convinced that is a card either. Maybe against Infect, but a 2 mana spell that does 1 damage is not impressive. Why not cast Pyroclasm instead?
Okay.
So not convinced about Oath of the Gatewatch.
All right.
Well, on the other hand, I was skeptical to Ugin and to Ulamog as well. So
let's see. When did Ugin came out last year?
Yep.
And then Ulamog just came out. So
and Ulamog is kicking him out of the Tron decks because they compete for almost the same space in the deck.
Right.
And Ulamog also stabilizes quite well. And the difference between 8 and 10 mana is not big.
Okay.
However, the Infinite Gyre totally died because the difference between 10 and 11 mana is bigger.
It's huge. So, how's the difference between 7 and 10?
That's huge because 7 can be turn 3 and 10 is turn 4 or 5 in the ideal world.
Okay.
I also played Standard Pauper. Then I was in the semi-final for the second phase of the Double League. And I played Mirror Prowess against Prowess. And I took 5 mulligans, so I didn't win.
No, there's no coming back from that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I've also played my
That's-
first EDH match for Commander.
Yeah, how did that go?
I'm not a fan of Commander, and I'm even less a fan of one-on-one Commander, but I figured I should be in the league.
Right.
So I asked Roberto if I could play one of his decks, and he kindly agreed. So I played Alesha, who smiles at death, which
Yes.
I wanted to play for a long time.
Makes sense.
And at one time I hit 3 mana, but I was playing against land destruction deck, so I couldn't stay at 3 mana long enough to actually find the red mana. So I never sold my commander,
Ouch.
and I died horribly to the 3-color dragon that 8 lands.
Oh, Numot, the Devastator.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Oh, he actually never ate any lands with Numot because he already had destroyed my lands.
just
But he
used
was
every
perfect.
common land destruction spell, basically.
Yes.
It was pretty rough
So-
to watch.
So I will probably change my deck next week to something grindier.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think everybody who hasn't already played the format is going to be bouncing around for probably a little while. Scouting the competition, at least.
Yeah.
All right.
And that was my week.
Cool. Well, let's look at what I have. Any announcements? No real announcements. Also gonna play the EDH match, I believe, Wednesday. I think I need to email back my opponent. Bob Gar and I are gonna play tomorrow evening for the standard Pauper. That'll be fun.
Okay, good luck to you both.
Well, thank you. And as far as deck updates go, the only deck that I've gotten update. Oh, I finally got my last chromatic stars for the grinding station deck. I got those this week. That was nice. And but they're also expensive. It took forever to find someone to trade with. And also, I started working on a new legacy deck. I have Burn. It's pretty much a pimped out Burn deck, but I was looking for something a little more complicated to play, and I decided on the Oops All Spells deck because it has a transformative sideboard, which is kind of like having 2 decks in one. So I started looking through my collection and seeing what I had, and I found out that I have over half the cards needed, but the remaining cards equal 90% of the deck's cost. So, to eventually trade up into what I need is going to take a long time. But that's where I'm sitting right now, and I figure 6 months, probably, and I can trade up into it. It's going to take a while, though. Also, here is the Redbubble link. There it is right there, folks. redbubble.com/people/MagicGatheringStrat/shop. It is kind of a lengthy link to go to. I will make sure it is in the show notes, so you can just simply click on it. But if you can remember all that, that'd be great. And again, that is where all of our swag is. Let me pull up that link, and I will show the nice people of the internet what it looks like to have beautiful garments that display our
Graphic t-shirts looks okay, very good.
Yeah, it looks great. I mean, when you see it, you know how they have these vivid pictures on here, but when you actually get the shirt, it looks like that. I mean, that's as good as it looks. It's incredible.
No hoodies.
No hoodies? What are you talking about?
I can't find one.
You have to go to available
There's
products.
t-shirts and hoodies.
T-shirts, women's shirts, graphic shirts, bags, stationery. I could have sworn there were hoodies.
I like the graphic shirts.
Yeah.
Mugs look very good as well.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Now, I would recommend... You can't find
European shopping if you don't place an order. The cost for it.
Let's see. Where is our shop?
But I now know that it takes 9 days to ship to Europe.
9 days?
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Okay, well, that's good. Yep,
I need one by Easter, so...
Oh, that's right. You're going to be doing that thing. I remember talking about
What
that.
if you can pay with PayPal?
Oh, yep, right here. PayPal. Look at that.
Sweet.
PayPal. PayPal. Cool. I just wanted to show that off.
Which one should I get?
Karn-ish. Not Karn, but basically the armored planeswalker.
Looks like my second cousin doing women's bodybuilding competitions.
Is your second cousin a women's bodybuilder?
She's a fitness competitor, but she has gotten really muscular lately, so now she's starting to look like a bodybuilder.
Ah, all right then. There's this dude. Look at that. See, we have a lot of very bright effects on here, and it looks good on a black shirt. This one looks better on a white shirt because she is doing the black magic.
Yeah. That'll probably be one of the girl chibis.
One of the girl chibis? Yeah. There's the white mage, blue mage, red mage. I affectionately refer to this one as Gal Zarek. And there's the elf mage. Yeah. Well, there you go.
I will be doing some sort of reporting from the convention. I'm going to GothCon on Easter.
That'll be awesome. Bring your cell phone and report live. You have to do it live.
I could be streaming live.
Yeah, you can. You can stream from your phone.
That would be awesome.
I'll promote the heck out of that.
The things I know that I will be doing is that I will be doing a live podcast from there.
Yeah.
For the Ice People thing.
Okay.
And I will be involved in the gaming girls, feminist gaming stuff, teaching women magic.
Cool.
I was thinking about assembling a modern deck and play the tournament there, but I might just play limited.
Okay.
Now the window for buying Tron in paper has passed, so now I'm sure it's 50% more expensive than it was.
Yeah, it's real huge. If you don't already have the Ugin land, yeah.
I should have bought it right after. I should have bought it like in September.
Yes, me too.
Possibly no modern unless I can borrow something.
Yeah. I have the Tron lands, but that's about it as far as that deck goes. All right.
Would be an interesting opportunity to trace my rating if I still have my paper rating for Magic.
Oh, your DCI number?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can find
it. They
it.
don't care about rating anymore, right? So they only care about the proof points.
Oh. Yeah, they don't do the player rewards anymore. Which kind of sucks. Why don't they do that anymore?
Costs money.
Yes, but it costs money to earn those points. Like it costs us money.
They don't care if it costs us money, Brennan. They just care that it costs them money.
Clearly. All right. Well, enough about that, Dan. Let's talk about the Gauntlet.
The Gauntlet!
The Gauntlet.
So we have 43 decks coming into round 4. And it's round 4 that we're doing now. After that, we'll be doing the vote back. I
Right.
am asking for brewer arguments for their decks. If your deck was eliminated from the Pauper Gauntlet, make the case for bringing your deck back. Because I will publish all the arguments I received. So the vote back article going live on February the 7th will include all the lawyering for the decks. Okay, on to the matches then. Is it Kuldutha, one of the decks from the Pauper Road Cup,
Yeah.
defeated an Orso Extort Night Sky Mimic deck 2-1.
Who
That was a
spread?
tight match, too.
Yeah, who spread the lies of an Orzhov deck to the people? We've seen way too many pop up.
I think Pauper inspires a lot of brewing, and people find the Mimic and they go like, "Oh, this card is fantastic." So it's kind of a sign that you are new at brewing Pauper. So welcome to the fourth. Then I played Ragtron, and I ran into elves. And I managed to kill off the elves that mattered. So I won 2-0.
You killed off Elrond and Legolas.
And friends.
Yeah.
Liv Tyler. You killed Liv Tyler. I can't remember her character's name.
No, I wouldn't kill her.
Yeah, he would make sure she stayed alive.
You get to live, Liv.
And then I had an audio bug with Shroudfang Ninja.
Yeah.
So 30 minutes into the video, I realized that it wasn't recording audio. So sorry about that.
What are you gonna do?
It was a pretty intense match against Orso Metalcraft. And I didn't see much black, so white Metalcraft probably splashing that black guy that gets +2/+2 for an artifact blade.
Oh, the artifact flyer gargoyle thingy. Yeah.
Maybe he was splashing Pauper Siege Rhino as well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you don't splash Pauper Siege Rhino.
That was
You have to
double
commit.
black.
But I lost.
You did.
And it was sad because the audio, because I really wanted to hear what people thought about that match and all the questions I asked and stuff, but that's all gone.
Audio, our greatest nemesis.
Wait a minute, that wasn't that match. No, it was something else going on in the background, so I had to delete those.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yes.
it was Swedish going on.
It was
in
the Ice
background.
People podcast. I was sound checking that before, and for some reason I didn't hear that it was on.
That's too bad. What amused me the most about the comments, what people were saying, there's some kind of other foreign language going on, and I was like, what do you mean some other? It's Swedish. Dan has made no...
I think somebody used the term alien language.
Yeah. I was like, guys, he has said that he is Swedish 5,000 times on this channel. It is clearly going to be Swedish. Some alien language. Maybe they were just trolling.
Then I managed to win over Hexproof with the White Weenie Soul tokens. Should be a pretty hard matchup, I think.
Yeah, but you did it.
That's what Hexproof eats for breakfast. That's a reason to play Hexproof, right? To go against aggro decks that can't interact properly.
Right.
But I ran him over. There was a lot of good matches this week. I played Goblin Storm combo against Grixis Counterburn.
Yeah, I believe it was the last match where I want to say you didn't even attack and they just gave up because it was like you were comboing. It was crazy.
Yeah, but I was going to fail the combo,
Yeah.
I think. But he was just tired of seeing the combo. I think it was the old Storm Fear that got him.
Right. I mean, you might have, quote, failed, but you were still generating a hell of a board presence.
Yeah, it's it's a bit like resolving empty warrants when it works.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
So Goblin Storm combo making it to round 5, I did not expect that. So very nice brewing, very innovative deck.
All right.
And then I played White Heroes against Dimir Control. And won 2-0.
That is insane.
Yeah.
I would not have in a million years picked White Heroes to defeat Dimir Control, but there you have it, folks. You can't count anybody out in the Gauntlet.
I'm making it to...
Crazy.
What was that?
The White Heroes deck is fun and quite crazy, so I actually got some heroes going this week, so that was really nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Qualifying for round 5 is quite an achievement for a deck. If I'm 50-50 in every match, it's only 12.5% for a deck that is 50-50 against the field. So making it to round 5 is an accomplishment. And White Heroes is in round 5. Also, Burn was about to die this turn, going up against a green-white tokens deck with Essence Warden. Traditionally a very, very hard matchup for Burn.
Right.
But I just burned his face to the ground.
Amazing.
2-1. So Burn is in round 5. That probably surprised no one, but it was a very tough match.
Yeah, whenever you go up against the life gain deck.
Yeah, I was saying during the video that I think people overestimate how good the life gain decks are against Burn, but of course they are very good, but they are not 95% to win. Perhaps they are 80%.
Right.
Just like Bant Fogden.
I remember along that line, I was playing against a guy with my Legacy Burn deck, and he had some significant life gain, and I remember him saying, he said, haha, I'll be up to 30 before you get started. And I said, if my deck can do 20 damage to you, it can also do 30 damage to you. I was like, I'm not
Pauper
worried
Burn has
about
no
it.
problem doing 30 damage.
Right, exactly. It's like you can't win by out-lifing me. You're gonna have to kill me at some point. So, anyway.
And then I played Flying Ninjas against Dimir Control. It felt hopeless, but after thinking more about the match, it's pretty much Delver against Dimir Control with much worse creatures. But you can tempt him, not happen in one game. But to the control deck, so Flying Ninjas are eliminated from the Gauntlet. Unless you vote it back. And of course you want Flying Ninjas back, don't you?
Just like flying dinosaurs, people want flying ninjas.
Yes. I was surprised Flying Dinosaurs was submitted to this year.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it until I saw flying ninjas in action. I was like, oh, wait, flying dinosaurs. Oh, well.
Turbo Sue died to Azorius Kitty 1-2.
Yep.
I don't have much to say about that.
Nope. Got owned.
Boros Kitty initiated, crushed the Burn deck 2-0.
That was a very unique burn deck.
Yeah, it was subpar to say the least. Whenever you see the Burn deck casting Hook, you know that he hasn't really looked through the Pauper selection of Burn.
Yeah.
You want to do 3 damage at least with your Burn spell.
Right, and doing a 2 mana costed 2 damage, I was like, oh, son. We need to talk.
But I think Boros Kitty Initiated also does the perfect thing against Burn. What you really want to do is to apply pressure and gain life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Boros Kitty does. Azorius Kitty doesn't apply as much pressure, but Boros Kitty will bounce lone missionaries and swing hard. So there's a very small number of turns for Burn to defeat you. And then I won against Burn again, playing Simic Oracle, and that was not what I expected.
No.
But the sim Oracle deck having 0 life gain just raised burn and killed it
It sure did.
with rancors.
Oh, I loved how every time you were you were piling up rancors, and you would get them on. You're like, "Oh, is it gonna burn me now?" And you'd pile on the rancors and move in for 5 damage or whatever.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
And defeating burn was a theme here, so I played Black Auramancer against burn as well. And once again, I failed to understand Faith's Feathers. It's so confusing to me that I can cast it on any permanent because it looks like a creature aura.
Right.
So I didn't do that, but that didn't matter. I still won 2-0.
Yeah.
And that was from the article, but then I played some decks this Monday, right? So I played Blue-Green Madness against something.
I watched that one today.
What did I play against?
I don't remember.
I'm waiting for my Excel document to open, trying to stall you.
You're trying to stall, yeah. What did I play, Brennon? Tell me!
I played Delver.
Delver, that's right.
Yeah, and I can block the ninjas. I can play pretty fast. I'm a tempo deck too. My creatures are bigger.
That's right. And there was one time you were in your final match, and I was like, "Oh my God, he's throwing away the dog, or whichever one you discard the he grows +1 every time you discard a card.
A wild mongrel.
Wild mongrel. And I thought, why is he throwing that away? Because you could have, just the you chose. I was upset because I thought you were throwing away for absolutely no reason, but since you had so many discard outlets, you just used something else to discard instead and ended up with the same result that I had in my head that you would have done with the dog. Like you could have kept the dog.
Yeah, it was Aquamoeba, right?
Yeah, Aquamoeba. Yeah, that's right. And I was thinking it differently, so I think you had multiple lines to win in that same final push. So I thought that was actually interesting.
The weird thing was that I had to block with the Aquamoeba. So it had to be a 1/3, but I also had to discard. So I had to discard 2 cards to set it back to 1/3.
Right. And I thought you could have left it at a 1/3, used the dog to discard 2, saved the dog, but you wouldn't have... I forgot what all happened, but there were so many things that could have gone on there that you ended up at the same end result.
Yeah, and I'm pretty impressed by this Blue-Green Madness build. We had a really good one last year as well. But I don't think it has made it this far before.
Right. Oh, you want to know something interesting? Did you see someone post out on Twitter? You know how every time, just before a set starts, getting going, Wizards always does some advertising for it. And one of the advertising things they do is they kind of put out a description of the world that you're going to. So they talk about Innistrad. And they often highlight words in that document to kind of give you a hint as to what things will be featured. Okay. And one of the things that's prominent is the word madness.
Oh.
Now, this would go if madness, like the actual, as we saw it here in this deck, if we see madness again, that was like, Morrow rates madness almost as bad as Storm. On his list of things he won't do again. But I think that is real interesting because we know there's graveyard stuff. It's got to be.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Well, I definitely expect flashbacks to come back.
I would too. But how would madness and flashback play together?
Well, they play pretty well together. They did in Odyssey.
Yeah. Okay.
So you get both benefits.
Wait, was it Madness, Flashback, and Threshold?
Yes.
Holy
wow,
crap.
that was a busy block. Those things, all three of those pull in weird directions.
Yes.
Because
That's one of the reasons I love that block.
Huh. I wonder, because you have flashback, and I'm just wondering, I just don't know how they're going to do madness and not make it ridiculously overpowered.
They would really have to push it. Like
I
Kurt
would be really surprised if I see Madness.
Right. What madness cards are even available in Modern right now?
Time Spiral
Only
stuff.
the Time Spiral ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're all pretty crazy and kind of... Time Spiral is such a flavorful block that, like, it's hard to... Because they'll have Madness and Flashback and Convoke and stuff on them.
Yeah.
They're insane. All of them are, so...
Awesome. I love it when they mix up the color pie and all that good stuff.
I really expect Emrakul in Innistrad. But does anyone know the story? What happened? The Eldrazi were evicted from Zendikar by the Oath and the Gatewatch.
Right, and where do they end up?
Yeah, could
Is that one step beyond what anybody knows right now?
I was corrected when Madness. I'm sorry, I was just looking it up. I even use these cards. I'm dumb. Anyway, yeah, I was corrected when I said, because I put out there on Twitter, I was like, I think Emrakul's going to be there, and Vorthos Mike, I think, responded to him. Is that him? The guy who does all the Vorthos stuff for Gathering Magic?
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. He responded and asked me, like, he was basically saying, like, well, why do you think that? And I kind of just laid out what I thought. And he goes, well, he's seen, like, the art books and the art pressings from stuff that's upcoming. And just what he's seen that's been released, he's pretty convinced that Emrakul doesn't play any part in the Innistrad story.
Okay.
Flavor-wise, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why send Emrakul to Innistrad?
But maybe Emrakul left Zendikar because they wanted to eat more
worlds.
places.
Yep.
And then Kozilek had to come back because there was trouble. But Emrakul was like, you can handle this, Kozilek. So I will still eat Innistrad.
So how does it end? I mean, were they re-imprisoned, or were they actually banished from all of Zendikar? Do we know?
Somebody tell us, please.
Does anybody
What
know?
happened to Kozilek and Ulamog?
I didn't read the stories, or haven't seen it yet.
They don't. They only do the novels and some sort of. Then you have to deduce the rest of the story.
Right.
So there are no novels. They only do the short stories. There are no novels anymore.
No, it's just like the Boundless Realms or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That has all the Vorthos now.
You know what? I can't remember if he did it as just a troll, but he usually puts that he is trolling when he does it. The proxy guy released a picture, and it looks like Emrakul over Oboro. You know, the Oboro, a place in the sea, Oboro, a place in the clouds.
Oh, I've seen the one he did that it's like Nico Bolas over a Gothic city.
Yeah, right. But he said that was a troll. He's just doing that.
Yeah.
He specifically said it. But the one he said, I didn't see him say that. I need to go find that. But anyway.
I mean, if they send Emrakul to Kamigawa and take it out, that's completely fine. I'm fine with that. I don't have any problem with that at all.
Ninjas versus
like
Eldrazi.
The Oath is like, nah, we're going to go to McDonald's. You're on your own, Kamigawa.
Yeah.
I still want to see Emrakul go to New Phyrexia. Phyrexians versus Eldrazi.
I think the Phyrexians would just own them.
I doubt it.
I don't. I think they would. I think the Phyrexians would just convert them because they're being controlled.
Oh, there's Emrakul assimilated into the collective.
That's what would happen.
That would be crazy, story-wise.
It would be awful for the multiverse.
Emrakul gets a Grand Cenobite position.
Kinda. Well, actually, all the Cenobites, not Cenobites, but all the Chancellors and whatnot, they were all thinking before they were converted. I don't think they don't have anything that doesn't at least have some of its own thought converted into a leader in the Phyrexians.
So it will be like Cthulhu leading the Borg.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that very arousing. Cthulhu leading the Borg.
Do you need some time alone?
The show's almost over. It'll be okay.
All right.
I have one more Pauper Gauntlet match.
Okay. Sorry, I got you off track.
The final one was Infect versus Azorius Kitty. And Infect wins 2-0.
Oh, yeah.
So, Infect in round 5, I did not expect that. So, solid Infect build. And that's all the matches that have been published so far. Coming today, Tuesday, you will find Rakdos Vampires and Counter Kitty. But I won't tell you what happens.
Yeah, no spoilers. We love to be surprised. Or I do. I like seeing new stuff posted. Because if you guys didn't know, I'm in charge of posting stuff up to the YouTube channel. So I have a preview of everything that goes up on the main YouTube. However, Dan is solely in charge of our secondary channel when it comes to the Gauntlet. So I like it when he posts stuff out on the secondary channel, MagicGatheringStrat 2, because it's like the old days when I would wake up and Dan had posted some new wonderment for me to enjoy that day.
Do you pre-watch the Gauntlet matches?
Yes, I do. I can't help it.
I have received new deck lists for Mono Blue Bishinyu and for Delver.
Oh, yeah.
And they will not play until the banning is in effect. So they will be published in 2 weeks then, for the last week before the vote back.
Where did does that not go in place on the Wednesday?
Sorry?
After the downtime on Wednesday.
The banning's go into effect on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow in Sweden.
Tomorrow, yes.
And then the new cards, the pre-releases are this weekend. That it's an extended downtime because they have to add the new set to the main client. So
the online pre-release is this weekend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. And then the Pro Tour next weekend.
Yeah. Where everything's going to be crazy.
It's going to
Expect crazy modern spikes.
Oh, I know. I think if you're not already in right now, it's going to be real difficult to get in.
Yeah, don't buy modern decks until May.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
There was a crazy spike in modern prices last year. This time, it lasted about 4 months.
Yeah, I think the worst thing that happened is that we all fought against removal of the modern Pro Tour. That was a mistake, everybody.
I don't think it was a mistake.
Terrible mistake.
I don't think it was a mistake. I really like that we did.
I mean,
for anyone, it's not a mistake. It's not. If you want modern to be an affordable format, then the Pro Tour Modern was a mistake. Outside of that, no.
It's by far way better to watch than Standard. I mean,
yes.
Standard.
This is the only Pro Tour I watch.
That's pretty good. Yeah, well, okay, then they should have had modern GPs, but still keep the Pro Tour just standard. They should give more.
I wouldn't watch a modern GP.
Why?
Because I don't watch GPs. It's like, takes too much time. But the modern Pro Tour is such a unique thing. It only happens once a year. So it's like, I never watch soccer unless it's the World Championships every 4th year.
Oh, I gotcha.
And I feel, okay, this is special enough to watch. And that's how I feel about the modern Pro Tour. So I will be watching next weekend.
Okay.
And see those poor pros that don't want to play modern.
No, they hate
play it anyway.
We're forcing them to. It's the curse that we have inflicted upon them. It's like, you get to be pros, but you have to do what we say whether you like it or not.
It's pretty interesting when I've gone this deep as I've done with Red Green Tron. Because when you read what the really good Tron players write, you notice that they are much better players of Tron than the pros that play Tron. So yeah. I'm sort of skilled enough to see the difference. You can see the pros making fairly basic mistakes with Tron, which is interesting. So I think the route to success in Modern is definitely to learn one deck.
Oh yeah, you gotta give it your all, and if you're bouncing around,
the pros they have to have their fingers in a lot of different formats, so that's understandable. I mean, so
and that's probably the case for any Eternal format. So it's probably the key to success in Pauper as well.
Yep. Well, look at Chris Weaver. He spent like basically all his time on Delver.
Yeah, and it put him at the very top.
It did.
So what you should do if you want to get good at Pauper is to not play 78 different decks.
Play 80.
Play 100.
Play 100.
Yep.
This deck
100
is
decks, 1 year Gauntlet.
Yeah. Right. Oh, here's that thing. I think this was just his. I don't think this was real. This is just something he came up with. His Emrakul over Oboro.
Very nice.
Yep, pretty good.
Kamigawa, you're too slow. Sorry.
Well,
on the other hand, putting Emrakul in any picture is probably great.
Yeah.
I want to see Emrakul over my small Swedish town here.
I don't think that'd be good, Dan.
The Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. Emrakul's on the cover.
Yeah.
With a painted-on bikini.
We don't know where the bikini goes. It's just painted on.
It's just yeah.
We kid around.
That became weird pretty fast.
It did.
This is where my brain likes to go.
We just enjoyed a little bit of Sam's fantasy.
Yes.
That was it for the Gauntlet this week.
Dun, dun, dun. Does that bring us to the end of our show? Oh my goodness. What am I going to do?
I want the commanders to be better.
Well,
I could add one thing about the Gauntlet.
Sure.
So far, looks like this is the best round from win percentage.
Yeah.
In the Gauntlet this season, and maybe even all seasons. So the round has been going extremely well.
Nice.
The matches I gave you here, it's 11 wins, 3 losses. And that's better than expected.
Nope, that's pretty good. 70%
so we
win rate.
We have now 40 decks that are still in the Gauntlet, and then 3 returning in the vote back. So that's a large number of decks at this point.
Where were we last time with the last Gauntlet at this, going into round 5? Do you remember?
No. I don't.
All right. That's fine. We have a lot of decks and a lot of more entertainment coming up for all you peoples. Dan does
And
this
I
for
hope
you.
at this point all my noob mistakes are gone. So in round 5 I will be able to play the decks somewhat competently at least.
I think so. I think you've washed
I might
that
even learn what
noobness.
Face Feathers does.
Maybe one day.
Yes.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of the show. MagicGatheringStrat.com, YouTube/MagicGatheringStrat. If you enjoy what we do here, if it brings you some entertainment, consider supporting us on Patreon, patreon.com/MagicGatheringStrat. Follow us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat. That has updates for every one of our channels. So tune in there. You can follow me at Cerulean Says Hi. I try to not post anything political or, terribly out there. Just stuff. Fun things. Things I think of. And also, Sam. He also is on Twitter, SPO7677.
And I post a lot of political stuff, but mostly bashing people in my own state. So
Yeah. I don't know if that
politics.
was... Yeah. That was... Oh, Kansas.
If anybody had observed what the legislation did in this last week, you would understand why Brennan is flabbergasted, and I'm just like, yeah, that seems normal for this crazy state.
That's insane. Anyway,
Okay.
Dan is at Dan Horning. And also Facebook.com/MagicGatheringStrat. Please like and subscribe on all of our media. Also on iTunes. Give us a review. Let us know. Let us know what you think. Do you think that we should wear more dresses while we talk? If that helps the show, we'll do it. You just let us
You guys
know.
don't wear dresses?
Hey, I wear only my fanciest dresses while I'm doing the show. So anyway, give us a review. Let us know what you think. And for this,
You know what, Brennan?
Huh?
I asked for iTunes reviews for
Yes.
all the podcasts, as you know,
I do.
and it actually worked in the Ice People podcast.
What? Someone gave a
Yeah, we
review?
get plenty of iTunes reviews.
Wow.
And I don't know why it works there, but if you are listening to this on iTunes, please review this podcast on iTunes because it helped a ton. Give us an honest review, so you can give us 1 or 2 stars and tell us why we suck, but it still helps, so we really want it.
Yeah, anything. Just let us know. All right, for this week, I am Brennon.
I'm Sam. Woo.
And I'm Dan.
And this has been the Magic Gathering Strat Show.
Hello, Straders.
It's a show about Magic Gathering Strat.